Going on with my home. I need to get organized. I need to clean from top to bottom. And that's what we're gonna do in this hour. We're gonna start off with BISSELL. This is the pet hair eraser vacuum. So if you need a vacuum with power, if you need a vacuum that's gonna be able to not only vacuum up your everyday spills and things that drop on the carpet, but the pet hair, maybe you have multiple pets and you're saying, I need a powerful vacuum that can do it all, BISSELL has it for you. I do want you to take advantage of this clearance price. We took over $100 off of the price on this one. This is a vacuum that should cost $279, basically $280. We've got it for you today for $169.95. We've got it on FlexPay, free shipping. You're getting all of the attachments that come included for the for your upholstery, for the corners, for the pet hair, all of it. And you get the power of BISSELL. You've got free shipping, take advantage of about $57 to get it home. Peter Kilcullen is helping us out. How are you?
I'm good. I want to go right to this carpet and show you what our pet hair eraser can do, and that's erase pet hair.
Okay.
So what I really want you to see as I'm doing this pet hair is that what is so important about this is our tangle-free brush roll. So I actually have some examples to show you of brush rolls, and maybe you've done this. You've been down there trying to detangle that brush roll. You've got the scissors out trying to do that. Let me just do half of this, and I want you to see what I'm able to do. So what we see there is, I'll turn off that brush roll even while the vac is still on, and you can see the way it's designed, we're not gonna have that brush roll get all tangled and full of hair. So perfect if you have pets, but even if you don't have pets, maybe there's, my wife Debbie has very nice long hair, but that hair can get all tangled up in there and it's really bad. Give me 1 second, I'm just gonna go right here, look at this. This is what you may remember.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of gross, honestly.
Yeah.
But you've seen this where after just a short time, you're down there, you're thinking, why is the vacuum not functioning? Why is it not working as well as it could? And then you're in there trying to cut all this pet hair free. Imagine having a vacuum that has this much power, this much versatility, and this isn't gonna happen.
Wow.
This is what we want, never have to do this. So BISSELL, and they've been in this business for over 100 years, as you know, they've designed this brush roll so it doesn't tangle, so you don't have to not only damage the motor when it doesn't spin the way it should, but it just doesn't function the way it should. You want a vacuum like this that's going to do the real deep cleaning of your carpets to get all the dirt and dust and pet hair. So if this can work fantastic on pet hair, if you don't have pets, you're set. It's gonna be great. Right.
Even better. Pets are probably the hardest that a vacuum cleaner would have to work in a traditional home. So if it can work for that, it can totally work for you and your carpets. It used to be that when you would see power like this, you would be paying hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But I like that in this case, you've got all of the power and you've got a clearance price.
Nice. It really is amazing. And we're gonna go through it. There's so many features. You went through just a few of the tools, so many things. So I want you to see this because you want your carpets clean all the way down in there. You want those beautiful carpet lines, we'll give you that. But I wanna show you something inside that canister. Inside the canister, we can see that spinning action. So you may have heard us talk about that. It's that cyclonic action, spinning. We're maintaining airflow. So no matter how full it gets, you're gonna maintain suction power. So I think that's cool. But I want you to see this pet hair. This is kind of cool. They've designed this canister so it spools up that pet hair. Watch this, I'm gonna show you this. You see, now it looks like a bird's nest right down there. But what I want you to see is that there's no pet hair stuck in that canister. So it spools around these little handles or fingers right there, along with this that's on the base of the canister, to make sure that you don't have to reach up in there and pull that out, that it doesn't get all stuck. And it just puts it into this little, spooling it around, and it kind of looks like a little bird's nest, but it falls right out into the trash can and you're done. And look at all that hair. That hair is not on the brush roll. So again, when you combine just a really powerful vacuum that can get the job done with these kind of really, amazing features, I think, especially if you've struggled with your vacuum, you are gonna love the pet hair eraser.
And it's from a brand BISSELL that we already know and trust. And maybe you've had BISSELL in the past, and you're looking at this and saying, if I'm honest with myself, I really could use a new vacuum. Because instead of going over and over and over and over again, just trying to pick up in certain areas because your vacuum doesn't have the power, why not step step up to a BISSELL. We're gonna go ahead and show you more, because maybe for you, it's not pet hair. It's just regular, everyday stuff that falls on the floor.
Exactly. So things like this, if it's larger pieces, we have pet food, we have, I think that was cereal that we had in there. All of those things that can really be difficult to pick up. I mean, look at that. And look what it does to your carpet as well. So we're going from cereal back to pet hair and really massaging those carpet fibers. And then you'll notice right there again, that cyclonic action, maintaining that power the whole time. And I think that's so important. So when you're doing things like cleaning the house, and you've cleaned the carpet, and you've cleaned up spilled pet food, or if it's pet hair, what's so cool about this is we also have the ability now to use this 8-foot hose for the above floor cleaning. That's where all those tools come in handy. So I'll show you those in a moment, but I want you to see that you can go from the floor to those hand tools just like that by releasing that 8-foot hose, which is really nice. So we can go back here, and I'll show you that. I've got that set up with the tools, but also with releasing this, all you have to do is turn this knob right here. So when we have it on the floor, for the floor suction power, just flip that, and now all the power goes to that 8-foot hose with the handle. Okay, here's one of my favorites, the pet TurboEraser or turbo brush.
Okay.
We'll hook that up, and now you're gonna hear this right away.
Oh, wow.
So just like the brush roll that's on that vacuum, that's so important to get deep down, to give you those beautiful carpet lines. You have it on that pet hair eraser tool as well. So that's what's gonna enable you to handle pet hair on the upholstery, right? Oh, you can hear that.
I know, you can hear the turbo in there.
Because pet hair on upholstery can be a nightmare. And those of us who have the dogs that shed, I'm lucky right now, our dog right now, we got a new guy, Oliver, he doesn't shed. But just being able to, just anywhere he sits on the carpet, he brings in, because he's a golden doodle, and he gets all the little leaves and grass and everything, and then he's up on the sofa, and this is going to be the perfect tool to get that done.
I'll tell you, and that's, you just have the one, just Oliver?
Yes.
Some people, and you know, if you have multiple pets and maybe they all shed at the same time, it's hard to keep after it, you know, especially if you don't have the power or the tools to do it. But now you do. You've got it on FlexPay, you've got it on clearance, you've got it on free shipping, and you've got BISSELL. This is, and we're gonna go ahead and show you more because you were showing us on upholstery, but what about?
Right, I'm gonna do that pet hair tool as well. I wanted to show you this one that's always on board and always right here, even when it's in the vacuum, is this pet brush, 2-in-1. So it lifts off right there, and you can see we've got stiffer, shorter little bristles there, and then the longer bristles on the other side, and that just snaps on the end. But I like that one's always there and just snaps on right there so you can have it all the time. I'm gonna go back to that turbo brush because again, when you have this and you have pets, but it could be in the car, it certainly could be in their pet bed, this is going to be exactly what you want for all their hair, all their dog food. Oh, I know the cats, I don't have a cat, but all I hear about the cats is, and some dogs where they take the food all over the house, or it's always out and around next to their dish. You're not gonna have to worry about that. So in the car, it's a great one. And here's another amazing tool. I love this. I want you to see how this goes on. Right here is a little button. And when that attaches, look what it does. It turns on, let me point it towards you. It turns on an LED light at the end of your crevice tool. So you're obviously trying to use this down in those dark crevices between the sofa or between the seats in the car. So it has a lighted or lit crevice tool on there, which is so cool, and it just turns on as you plug it into the vacuum. So that's pretty cool as well.
I've never seen anything like that.
So many great tools on here. And remember, with that 8-foot hose, you really can reach up. A lot of these tools, even that turbo brush, work great on things like shades and curtains. We have the other Scoopandsweep. We have the other pet hair eraser, which gives you the Funk Fresh spray in there. So sometimes it's not just the pet hair, but the pets can have their own little odor as well. So when that happens, you have that little spray in there that you can spray on that upholstery as well, which is pretty nice.
You're so nice about that. They have their own
I don't want to offend
odor.
anyone's pets. The
Yeah, I know.
Even my guy Oliver,
it just
after a while, you're like,
happens.
time out, Oliver smells like a dog today.
It just happens.
Right.
And Bissell knows that because Bissell has pet owners too.
Absolutely.
So you get everything that you see. You get all of the tools that you see, and then this is what you
That's the Funk Fresh spray that comes with the pet hair eraser. And that's like, so that's really like a traditional sort of a upholstery tool that you can use. It goes back and forth, but what's neat about it is when it's attached to the vacuum, it's gonna suction in all of that hair and all of that lint, things like that. That's what I was gonna say. It looks a little bit like a lint brush.
Yes.
And then the Scoop and Sweep, the pet turbo brush or the turbo eraser, we're using that, the crevice tool. Now, I wanted you to see that we are including an extra filter right there. That's the Febreze filter. So when you're thinking about odors or you're using your vacuum, and sometimes the vacuums that don't have a really good sealed system, this has filters, you know, pre-motor and post-motor, including the ability if you want to put that Febreze filter in. So as you're vacuuming, it's not releasing odors, but it will release that great Febreze fragrance into the air, which I think is pretty nice.
I think it is too, and that just adds just another layer of what is so loved about this Bissell. It's a customer pick on hsn.com. As a matter of fact, I read some of the reviews. One of them said, what a great product. We thought our old vacuum was doing a great job with our 3 cats until we got the Bissell. Because sometimes that's the deal. You think your vacuum is fine and all vacuums are alike until you step up to a better one. And then you see the difference. Somebody else wrote, could not believe how much dust and fur this collected. Carpet feels much better too, and the tools are also very helpful. So that's why it's a customer pick.
I think sometimes if we decided to maybe downsize to a smaller vacuum, maybe you felt that, you know, that's all I needed. But when you have a full-powered, full-size upright like this, and you use it on your carpets, you're not only doing a great thing for the way your house looks and the carpets look, but the way your carpets are gonna wear. If you get all of that dirt and sand and grit out of your carpets, every time you're vacuuming, they're gonna look new longer. Or even if you have carpets that are just looking worn out, it could be that there's just too much dirt that's been in there. And the more you walk on a dirty carpet, the more damaged it gets. So this is a way to really refresh them. So I know we're talking about carpets, but I wanted to quickly show everyone that we don't all have just carpeting throughout the house. So as this works on hardwood floors or other hard surfaces, tile, it's fantastic. So what we do is, I'll show you, we turn it on, but we have that brush roll, but on the floors, we don't need the brush roll because I want you to see with this coffee on the floor, you're gonna see that it does a great job on the coffee, but what you're not seeing is all the coffee being pushed out the back and scattering.
That's right.
Which can happen with a lot of vacuums, even if they have a tremendous amount of power. If you're not able to turn off that brush roll, then it really makes it difficult. But here, super easy to go over that coffee without scattering. So hardwood floors, tile floors in the kitchen, whatever it is, this is going to do a great job. So that's why it can really be your entire house vacuum. Powerful on the hard surfaces, powerful on the carpet. It's faster, it's easier. And one of the things I should show you again with this is that when you're thinking about a full-size upright, and this weighs just under 18 pounds, it still maneuvers so easily. And I think you can see that best on the floor. Just a turn of the wrist to go right or left. It's not a lot of weight in your hand. It's not difficult to push, even on those thicker pile carpets. If you can have both of those things, easy to use, but a vacuum that's going to do the best job possible, you're gonna love it. And Bissell delivers that.
On all of your floor surfaces, from thicker carpets, thinner carpets, Berber carpets, your tile, your hardwoods, all with the same power, and that's the power of Bissell, and that's why this became a customer pick. And it became a customer pick when it was not a clearance price. It was more, and people loved it and raved about it. But you get to save more than $100 today. I love that on something, and it's only because these are our last in quantity. That's really, you know, that's where the savings and that's where the clearance price comes from. So if you want to use FlexPay, you can. It makes it about $33.99 to get home on FlexPay because you've got 5 Flex there. You've got free shipping, which is a savings of another, oh gosh, about $18. And you still get all of the attachments that come included. So if you have pets and you have a vacuum cleaner that you've had for years, and maybe you loved it when you first got it because at the time it was the most powerful thing on the market, but now you've seen that you really could have something better. Go for it for yourself. Why wait until spring cleaning? Like in April, we always talk about spring cleaning. The thing is, if you wait, that's just more dirt, more grime, more potential damage that's getting into your floors.
No, absolutely. And maybe you had a great holiday, maybe people in the house, a lot of, different things going on. Maybe it's a lot more kids who are in the house.
Yeah.
You really got to take care of your carpets now. So this is a great way to do it. So this could have been a party right here. So more pet hair.
Oh, that was a New Year's party for sure.
Yeah, more pet hair, a little confetti on there. Again, it really does a great job. I mean, this could be a nightmare for a lot of vacuums, but again, I love the suction power. I love that brush roll doing the job for you. Very easy to maneuver. And again, you'll see the cyclonic action, maintaining airflow, and airflow means suction power. And I think we talk about suction power all the time, but this is the way you get it, is by that dual cyclonic action doing the job in there.
And look, it's pulling up all that hair.
I mean, this is as bad as it gets.
I know.
And I don't think, yeah, I mean, it really leaves those carpet lines as well.
And there's something about, even if you don't dust or clean the windows, when your carpets are vacuumed, your house just looks cleaner.
Right, well, sure, I would say definitely. So it looks cleaner. You can see in that canister, all you're doing is pushing that on the front. Everything's gonna drop out for you, so you can see we got the pet hair, we had all that confetti in there. That's the spooling action in there. So when you have even long pet hair, the long pet hair or human hair doesn't get trapped on that brush roll. That's the no tangle brush roll. And then it doesn't get tangled in here where you're forced to put your hand in there. You see that other canister we have back there? I wanted to show you. This is kind of what you're normally dealing with, where the pet hair is just stuck in there, and then you have to reach your hand in. But if we can spool it around there and have it just drop out.
Yeah, nobody wants to touch that.
It makes a huge difference, right?
Oh my
so you're not
gosh.
gonna have to cut the brush roll free from all that hair, and also not gonna clog it up like we have in that canister there as well.
Wow.
So those two things are fantastic, and you're combining that with BISSELL's, just their history of amazing suction power and amazing ability to remove the deep down dirt in your carpet, sand and grit. Your carpets are gonna look great. And then all the onboard tools or above floor tools that you have, and the great scent of Febreze.
All of it together.
You've got everything.
That's right, from the floors, carpets, and your hard surfaces, all the way up. If you need to reach to the top of the ceiling fans and things like that, you have that power to be able to reach up and do that. All thanks to BISSELL. And if you want to read the reviews, it is a customer pick, and it became a customer pick when it was more than $100 more than it is today.
Wow.
So do it. Go ahead and pick it up. This is your full-size, full upright vacuum, because sometimes we think, oh, I'm gonna downsize a little bit. And then you realize, no, I need that power, and that's what you've got.
Right, designed for people who have pets and you struggle with pet hair on the carpets, on the upholstery, on the hardwood floors, it'll do it perfectly. But if you don't have pets, this was designed for the worst of the worst.
Yep.
It's gonna work great for you if you don't have pets, for sure.
For sure. Okay,
Yeah.
Peter, thank you.
Thank you.
You're not going far. We've got something else.
Oh yeah, more BISSELL next hour. All right.
Definitely more BISSELL. You can keep shopping with us. We're gonna take a quick break and give you a chance to order yours and come right on back for more. Check this out from Beekman.
We use goat milk